Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I am going to be showing you how I got this beautiful eye look using about 12 eyeshadows. It was a little bit complicated. I'm going to walk you through it. I recently started playing with this new palette. It's by NYX. It's called the Swear By It palette, and it was nothing that I anticipated purchasing, and I didn't even find this like on the shelves in the store at Ulta. This was literally like I'm in line and I'm already doing damage and regretting purchasing things. Oh, I need to return this. And I see this like on the little display and I'm like, oh my God. I was like, does NYX have a new palette? Is that NYX? And lo and behold, this big bad boy right here. Look how much color you get in here. Brights, 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 but then a ton of neutrals, metallics, just a ton of beautiful colors. And to me, this all made just a ton of sense. I really like the setup of this. It's fun, colorful. You get a lot in here, but also really great for those neutral days, which I have used this on those days as well, and it works beautifully. So I want to walk you through my favorites of the palette, what drew me in the most. I'm going to show you guys swatches. We're going to chat about it. I'm going to walk you through this eye look, show you some other looks that I came up with. It is kind of rinky-dink, like, is that ASMR? A fun little story for you all. I was in line holding this and James called me and I was trying to answer the phone and like manage the bag and this and answer the phone. And I literally did one of these like in the store where I was just like, oh my gosh, this could be the most embarrassing moment ever. I was just like imagining it like flying out of my hands and dropping dramatically to the floor and just like crumbling everywhere in Ulta and me on my hands and knees like trying to clean it up. And thank God that didn't happen. So we've been through some, you know, good moments, terrifying moments. We're besties by now. I really like this. So spoiler alert, there's more good in here than there is bad, and I have enjoyed getting to know this Swear By It palette. So you do get a ton of different textures in here, from metallics to satins to mattes. They do all have a different feel to them. All the mattes are a little bit different. Maybe not all, but there are some that are a little bit scratchier than others. There are some that you dip in and you're just like, oh, wow, high end. So we're just gonna go through first up row by row. These don't have names, they have numbers. So let's just go top row. I guess I'm just not gonna say the names of things, but the top row, you have a beautiful kind of taupe matte shade. You have the brightest shade in here that I am using as the inner corner highlight in my look today. You have a couple of shades that are matte that would be great for transition. Right next to those transition shades, you have the most beautiful green shade. It is like bright, vibrant. It is very unique. You can put this in the crease. You could put this all over the lid. You could smudge it on the lower lash line. I really want to play with this one. So next to that, we have a more kind of olivey golden shade that is beautiful. And then you have a matte, more light faded gray blue. Moving down to the next row, you have a gorgeous kind of plum undertoned metallic. You have a brown, you have kind of a green toned mustard shade. You have a goldeny bronze shade. You have a yellow shade. You have that beautiful green. The blue shades on the end are kind of like, just not colors that I personally gravitate toward or would wear, but they're in there. Then you have another really beautiful purple shade that is metallic. I think this is just like so gorgeous. It's berry, it's beautiful. Then you have the shade that is dominating my look today, which is like a brighter fuchsia. I really love this. It translates brighter once you apply onto the lid, and a lot of the shades in this palette do that, which is really, really nice. So I would rather have a palette where I look in it and it's maybe a little bit duller, and then when I put it on my eyes, I'm like, oh my gosh, like so nice, versus when you look at a palette and it's like bright, and then you put it on and you're like, great, no pigment. So I'd rather it be the opposite. And this will impress you more than just looking at it, so just keep that in mind. So next to that, we have a beautiful, buttery, smooth, rich, just like, oh, like this is, So, oh, these would go together right here. Really, really pretty orangey shade. The one next to it's brighter and a little scratchy. Then we have a really, really pretty kind of a green undertoned golden gold shade. It's really pretty. Then we go into a deeper kind of forest green, bright blue that is kind of so-so, not really the biggest fan of that one, and kind of a navy dulled down blue. Then we have the row beneath that, We have kind of a, you know, deeper smoky taupe shade. We have a beautiful, beautiful metallic kind of rusty berry shade that I think is so, so stunning. We have a gorgeous matte brown that is a little bit more warm that will work with so many looks. Then you have this copper shade that is just so stunning. So stunning. I can't say stunning. So freaking stunning. Round of applause for that one. And then we have a beautiful matte that would really work with like just about every single look that you could possibly do in this palette. It is just like this nice, warm, but soft, not too in your face, just right matte shade. And then next to that, we have a shade that I just really don't like at all, just because it kind of blends out a little bit funny and a little gray, but it's meant to be green. And then we have another one that I'm kind of It's just got a little bit too much of a silver fleck metallic situation going on that I am not the biggest fan of. But then next to that, like, yes, give this to me all day, every day. I love these kind of duochromed shades. Ooh, so nice. Bottom row, we have a gorgeous purple metallic that works great for a smoky eye. It's not the most fascinating, incredible shade ever, but it is really pretty as a base. Then we have more of a burnt rust shade that is matte, a beautiful deep bronze that I'm wearing on the outer edge of my eye look today. We have a deep espresso brown that blends so nicely. It is not patchy, it wears well, it does not fluff everywhere. There's not a lot of fallout with any of these, so that's really great also. Then we have another rust shade. We have a deeper green, almost black, kind of a navy blue, and then a black. So as you can see, wow, you get so many shades in here, and I would say 95% of this palette performs incredibly well. And for 30 bucks, I think that that is just like the nicest ever. And if you want something like this that incorporates metallics of all shades, brights, I kind of think this is just a nice all-in-one, which is why when I purchased this, I knew in my mind that I wanted to show you guys a few different looks and not just do like a first impressions, one thing, because there are so many colors in here. So let me get to the look that I'm wearing today. And I started out by taking this bright pink shade right here all into my crease. I did my thing where I'm looking down in the mirror, I'm blending. I switched from a thicker brush to a thinner brush, a MAC 224, and I continued to build, blend, and pull that color on the outer edge. Then I took another brush and I took that rich espresso shade and really packed it on the outer edge, tilted my brush up, and started to blend it and pull it about halfway through the crease. I then took a flat brush and took this beautiful copper shade and just packed this all over the lid. I was going to stop there, but then I was like, give me more color, let's like do it up big time. So then I went into this kind of chocolatey metallic shade that's right next door to the espresso shade, and I packed that on the outer edge. I then could not resist more. So I did a little bit of blending and all of that. I took the hot pink, I pulled that through the lower lash line. I took a little bit of blue, which I regret doing, and I put it right in the center. I then tried to kind of mend that by taking a little bit of this really, really bright shade over top of it. Didn't really love that, went back with a little more pink, and ultimately just kind of blended everything out as much as I could. I like it. I wish I hadn't done the blue in there. I was just kind of looking at the colors and I'm like, ooh, I just want to try so many all at once. So from there, I went in with a little bit of the light shade right on the inner corner here. And I pretty much called it a day. You know, I put on some liner, I didn't even wing it out. I put on mascara, I didn't even do lashes, and here we are. So this look is not terribly difficult. It was just a lot of steps, a lot of different shades, and I was in the mood. I have also played around with the green shades, smoking them out over the lid, taking the deeper metallic green all over the lid, and then taking the duochromed teal kind of on the outer edge, and that is really, really pretty as well. So all in all, and I still want to play with the purples, but all in all, I think that this is just such a winning product. This is not sponsored. It feels like it is, but it's not, I promise you. Additional information for you guys, this wears really beautifully. So I'm using concealer as a base today. I have used a Painterly paint pot. They kind of go on the same over either. So really you can use just like foundation or concealer as your base, or you can use a paint pot. It's really up to you. The texture is a little bit firm. The texture is a little bit firm. There's not a lot of kickback, which I really like, but the pigment is there and it's very, very easy to build. I haven't had any big issues with any of the shades. The blue shade in here, the brighter one, does not blend the greatest. That's maybe the one shade that I'm like, you know, but it's not a deal breaker for me. There are so many good shades in here that I kind of just like let that go. You know what I'm saying? So I am giving this a ginormo big thumbs up. This is so good, so colorful. What would you guys like to see me do? Like, what is a look that you look at this right here and you're like, Tati, I'm so bored of the neutrals. Like, go right for the, you know, like neon greens, or like, you know, let me know what you guys want to see. I'm so happy to do that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, looking at swatches and a few different looks. I am aiming to do that more and more and more with eyeshadows specifically. So yeah, I like getting to know a palette and figuring it out. And I think I will be reaching for this one a ton, just because the price is right and you have so much variety and so much available. And honestly, there's not a lot wrong with that palette. Like, they really did a good job giving you everything that you needed, from deeper shades, transition shades, brighter shades, metallics, it's all there. So there you have it. And now I feel like grabbing a pair of scissors and like chopping my hair, because it's just been kind of like stuck in my sweater this whole time. I haven't cut my hair, just so you know. I'm just being lazy. This gets a thumbs up from me. I like it. A+. NYX, you did a great job with the formula, the color setup, everything. Maybe a mirror would have been nice, but you know what? It's fine. We can't have it all, right? So, or can we? Can we? I'll leave it at that. Yeah, this is good though. I don't know, I'm being kind of weird. All right, I love you guys so much. Thank you for spending time with me. I hope that you enjoyed this. If you did, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. That lets me know that you did like it. And it's also just a nice thing to do. So hit the like button, make sure you are subscribed if you haven't already, so you're notified of my upcoming videos. And I hope to see you guys again soon. I feel like Mr. Rogers whenever I say that. Oh my gosh. I hope you come back and hang out with me. All right. I love you. Go have a good one, and I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah.